Taurus, welcome back if you're returning. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and this is your weekly read. We're using the Modern Witch Tarot to start today, and then we'll do some clarifying cards from the Animism Tarot, which is a new deck that I received as a gift recently. Thank you. And let me show you the box. This is available on Etsy. Animism Tarot by Joanne Chung. It's got some pretty art in there. You'll see as we do our draws. Let's see. I'm just going to do, I think, shoot for somewhere 6, 7 cards here. Whatever Spirit gives us for Taurus. So far, you've got some great cards out there so far. The wheel is turning. Generally, this means in your favor. I mean, the wheel is always turning, right? But in this case, in the upright, it tends to mean it's moving in a positive direction for you. This isn't something you control. It's just life moving, cycles, universal energies happening. 10 of Cups means it seems to indicate here that you're moving toward a very fulfilled place emotionally, kind of a happy ever after kind of spot in your life. Has something to do with moving forward toward calmer waters. You don't necessarily want something to end, but you know it really needs to. And you're ready now to move forward, to let others help you, perhaps, as you move away from a rather chaotic situation that has been causing most of your energy to be drawn into this drama. You have the 5 of Pentacles next. That's feeling kind of left out in the cold, feeling like there are resources, but you're being cut off from them somehow. That can be a lot about perspective, because what often happens with this card is you see these people out in the snow, and they're cold, and they're shivering, and the lights are all lit up inside this cathedral behind them. Behind the stained glass, there's warmth. There are people that could help. But they're not looking at that. They're sort of turned their face away. They're blind to the fact that right near them is a resource for warmth and for support, probably a hot cup of coffee, maybe a nice meal. And they're just so in their despair that they cannot see. They're blinded to the fact that there are resources available. So you may look at that and say, I'm very sad because I have to end something I don't really want to, but I need to. I know I need to, and I'm going to go now and do that thing. And I feel very left out in the cold and all alone and without resource. But it's really because your eyes are cast down, you're missing the people around you that could be helping you here. You have the Chariot. This is, to me, an indication that there is movement, and that you are in control of the direction and the speed, the velocity at which you move in this new direction that you've chosen. So if you're listening to this or watching this and you're saying, I have no control, things are going to change, I know that, but I can't do anything about it. Yes, you can, and actually things are moving exactly at the speed that you choose, perhaps subconsciously, but nonetheless, at the speed you are choosing, you are in control, even if you feel that you are in a completely powerless position. It's not true. Life is unfolding the way you have told the universe you want it to. And I know I'm going to get a lot of angry notes on that one, but give it some thought. Where are you served by being in a position where you don't feel like you have resources? How are you getting some sort of positive affirmation by being alone? It's a complicated concept, and it's hard for me to go into the depth of it in a short video, but think about where things aren't the way you want them to be in your life. What are you getting out of it? If you are, let me think of an example. If you're dating somebody and he's always cheating on you, but you stay because that's the right thing to do, to be supportive and to be a good wife or be a good girlfriend, and you constantly forgive, what are you getting out of that? Well, you get to complain about him constantly. You get to tell your friends that, my life would be great if I had a spouse or a boyfriend who was really devoted to me. And nonetheless, you stay with somebody who isn't. So how is that? How is that it's a place where you don't have to go out and take the risk of trying to find the person that would be ideal for you, right? And I know I can just see you all angrily typing your emails to me now. Anyway, I could think of a less controversial example perhaps, but let's leave it there for now. I don't want this video to go on forever. Where in your life are you staying in a situation that doesn't make you happy instead of moving forward? Because this card tells me that you're in control, ultimately, of the duration, the direction, that's the word I was looking for. My brain does weird things sometimes. The direction and the velocity of your movement right now. So if you want to move forward, you and your brain have to have a conversation and make that happen. Because right now, consciously or subconsciously, you are controlling how quickly you move forward and which direction you move in. Knight of Cups tells me that there are messages of love, and they maybe aren't coming to you as quickly perhaps as you'd like, or they may be coming too quickly. I can't really get a good feel on this. This card has been interpreted different ways by different folks. This doesn't necessarily mean romantic love. This could just be a supportive, loving environment. Friends, family. There's something about the speed at which communications regarding love of all sorts, something about the speed of that's not sitting well with you, and you don't feel like you have any control, but you do. Let's see if we can get some clarifying cards from the Animism Tarot for you, Taurus. Because it looks like things want to get really good for you, and you're starting to take steps in that direction, but you're also complaining that it's not moving quickly enough, while holding yourself back somehow is what I'm seeing there. I think there's this, the universe wants to give you so much, and it can't just yet, because you're putting the brakes on. We have the page of Wands. There are messages about something coming to you, something you're very passionate about. Sometimes the Page of Wands can be a message of passion, romantic or lustful passion coming to you, but I don't always read it that way. To me, sometimes it just means communications coming in about something that you really care about, something that you get excited about. And that could have anything to do with profession. It could have something to do with your hobbies. We have coming up next the Hierophant and the Four of Swords. Let me show you the art on these. I wanted to show you the art because it's very fun. You can find this deck on Etsy, again, if you're interested in it. The Four of Swords and the Hierophant. The Hierophant is this adorable little, is that an ermine or a ferret? I don't know. Awfully cute. I should look up in the book what that is. But the Four of Swords is a little koala. A little koala in a tree. Resting. So there may be somebody in a position of authority telling you that it's time to rest. This could have to do with your health. It could have to do with, a therapist, perhaps your mental health. They're saying you need to kind of dial it back a little bit. You're doing too much. It could be a teacher telling you that, you're working on your projects for school and you really need to kind of step back and rest a bit, give it some more thought, because you're overtaxing your systems here. It could be an authority figure of any type that you're working with that's giving you the guidance and the recommendation that you allow yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit, space to rest and that your perspective could entirely shift if you make the room for that. So the three of those cards together as a clarification for the cards underneath, I sort of feel that there are some significant changes coming your way, and your mind's not quite ready for that yet. And coincidentally, right at the same time, you're receiving some communications about something that's very interesting to you and you'd like to explore it further. And at the same time, being given permission by some authority to step back and rest, which gives you space to explore that thing you're passionate about. And in doing this, your perspective can shift such that maybe you don't hold yourself back anymore from what you're looking toward here, this Ten of Cups energy, this Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. It's quite a lovely read. This week might be slow, and that would be exactly what you need because you need this rest. I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes. I always enjoy reading the comments, so if you're so inclined and this resonates for you, I'd love to hear some comments from you. I hope that you have a good week. I hope that you're healthy and happy and safe, and we will see you next time. Blessings.